Hey guys, I just want to make this short video to accommodate a question from one of the students about animation and working between Procreate and Procreate Dreams. We're of course on the iPad. My name's Thomas Carlson. We've got Procreate right here and Procreate Dreams right here. Procreate does have some animation assets. However, Procreate Dreams allows you to bring in a lot of layers, bring in sounds, and do more detailed editing. Now, Procreate Dreams also does have its limitations, and hopefully it will get better in the future. But as far as things are going now, it seems like there's going to be some updates, hopefully within the next year, that will make it a much stronger program. So if you happen to like working in the Procreate ecosystem, this one works out pretty well. I have here an outline here from Procreate Dreams that I just have for a building. I'm going to get rid of right now I have it set up for animation, so I'm going to take the drawing guides off and the animation assist off and just be left with this. So if this is a foundation where I wanted to make, say, a car driving down the street, obviously this is kind of a rudimentary drawing, but let me just make sure I have one layer. Here we go. Oh, it's off, that's why. So if I wanted to, just make a little drawing of a car or something like that and make it move from this point to this point, that would be something that I could draw individual frames, or I could make new frames and just move them each step of the way, and that would be perfectly good in Procreate. However, Procreate Dreams makes it a little easier. So the way we're going to import this over is I'm going to click on this. I'm going to hit the three little buttons at the top. I'm going to do split view, and then I'm going to click on Procreate Dreams. Now, one thing you want to be aware of is the iPad on newer updates. It has a different way of doing this, but you can easily go back to this way of doing it if you want to. I'm going to make a widescreen file here, and then what you can do is you can kind of just click on the layer and just drag it right over, and it will import the layer. So one of the complaints of Procreate Dreams is that it doesn't have a lot of the quick action tools that we have in this program. So I would suggest doing all of your background drawing, like anything back here, just doing that in a way where you are fully doing it in Procreate, where, if I wanted to color this building or something like that. Sorry, I've been one of those days. If I want to color one of these buildings, something like that, it makes it a little easier to do all that in regular Procreate. So now that I have this image over in Procreate Dreams, we can easily expand it up, change the scale of it, do any of the number of those things. And I'm going to just put that right there. And then what I can do is I can click on that plus, add another track. So that will put a track above this. Now, when you scrub through, it right now is set up on, you can see the seconds on top. It goes to like 120 seconds. It's going to be a very slow animation, right? So frame by frame, you'll define that within this page right here, where right now I have 15 frames per second. You can do a custom. You can basically make it anything you want. You can also change the file size there. So if I were drawing a layer on top of this, like say I wanted to make a car drive down the street or something, I could just go ahead and I could draw my car, and then one thing you could do with this program that makes it kind of easier is I have this car here. I've got that now on a separate layer, and you'll see it very small. If I take 3 fingers and I basically just move them across the screen, it scrubs across the screen. I can click this and I can say fill duration. So now this is all throughout. So one of the factors in this program that's kind of cool is you can move this this tool basically. I'm going to click on this. So I can move that, and you just delete these keyframes, and I can start it over here. So I could actually scrub that keyframe over here so it starts there. And then it will just auto play for me. So what I can do is I can, in live time, just sort of take it and move it like that. And then, you know, you'll have your animation all set. So it's one of the cool aspects of this program is having different layers where you can do live animation, where you're just scrubbing it through. And there is a little bit of a difficulty in doing this, but it is worth learning. And then you can just go in there and edit this as you see fit by hitting the drawing icon and then taking this middle slider and bringing that down. And then that will show you in flipbook mode. So you can scrub it through flipbook mode. So here you could individually color all that. You wouldn't necessarily have to. You could just color it all in the first place. Now, if I wanted to, say, do another layer and I wanted to give this car like a cape or something like that that's moving, an actual animated element, I would go to here, and right here I would be able to see the back of the car. So at this point, that's when I would go in there and do my drawing. So I might just like give it, you know, something silly, just like a cape, move it. Probably would want to animate it beforehand, would be the better way of doing this, because then you could actually get the sense of it moving. Maybe make it go up on a couple of frames. All right, so just a couple more here. All right, so now when I have this image, I can just zoom in, and whatever I have selected when I have play, it will just replay that. So now we've got some moving elements. So hopefully this is helpful. You know, I'm happy to make more of these supplemental videos. The program is pretty complicated, but they're adding new things all the time. So otherwise, there are some other really good programs. Toon Squid, I've heard, is really good as far as just a hand drawing. But it's a very good animatic tool. Thank you.